What is going on, football fans? Back at it with another New York Giants video. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the New York Giants 2019 pass rush and how, so far to date, it is vastly improved over some recent seasons. And it is encouraging stuff. Now, when we think about the Giants and their success in past years, when we were good, when we were winning Super Bowls, when we were making the playoffs, even go back to the late 90s, Michael Strahan was a big part of it, right? Unbelievable pass rusher, all-time sack leader, for a single season, I think with 22 and a half. And you look back at the teams that won the Super Bowls, Strahan, Tuck, Osi, Pierre-Paul, Kiwanuka, we know, right? The NASCAR package. We were able to get after the quarterback. And to win in football, you have to be able to do that. You have to be able to disrupt the pass. And so far this year, especially over the last two games, this defense has done a much better job. Now, is it a finished product? By no means. Right? We're still young. We brought in a nice free agent in Markus Golden. And Dave Gettleman deserves a lot of credit for this improvement. And people like to bash Gettleman, don't they? They like to go after Gettleman. They like to say he doesn't know what he's doing. And some things you can question. You can question the Odell Beckham trade if you would like. Some of his free agent acquisitions you could question as well. But at the end of the day, the guy didn't have a lot of money to spend, right? So if we're going to really attack him on his free agent acquisitions, wait till this year. But the way he's constructed this defense from where he got here, he got rid of the old free agents. He brought in younger players in the draft, and they're starting to pay off. This year, he drafts Dexter Lawrence in the first. He drafts O'Shane Zimenez in the second, who's got 2 sacks. Lawrence has looked better in recent weeks. You go back 2 years ago, Lorenzo Carter in the third, along with B.J. Hill. Of course, like I mentioned, Markus Golden, he brought in free agency. He has made it a focal point to address the pass rush as he's trying to get back to those days. And when you see the numbers in a minute, you're going to see the improvement that the Giants have had over these first 4 games. The next guy I want to give some credit to is James Bettcher. Bettcher, everybody wanted this guy's head after 2 weeks. And granted, I'll say it again, they played some weaker opponents, right? But no matter what you want to say, the defense is improved. We've got 10 sacks and 7 in our last 2 games. Last year, to put that in perspective, we had 9 sacks over our first 8 games. In the last 2, we have 7. So we're definitely doing a much better job, at least so far this season, at getting after the quarterback, which is why we've created 5 interceptions in the last 2 games, which ranks second in the entire league. So we're creating turnovers more recently. We're getting after the quarterback, and that's why we're winning football games. And this week against Minnesota, I think we'll have an opportunity. Minnesota surrenders. They're in the bottom 10 in terms of surrendered sacks per pass attempt. So the Giants, when you see these numbers, I think we may be able to use that to our advantage. And going forward, we're going to have to get after the quarterback to win some football games. And if we could do that, we stand a good chance to have a decent year this year and in the future. Now take a look at these numbers. I went all the way back to 2015. 2014, the Giants ranked second in the league in sacks. But since then, you've seen a rapid decline. Even in that 2016 year, we weren't that great. 2015, we sacked the quarterback on 3.48% of his pass attempts, which ranked 30th in the league. 16, 5.63%, which was 17th. 2017, 4.59%, which was second to last. And 2018, we placed in the same spot. 31st in the league at 5.08%. Well, so far this year, we have sacked the quarterback on 7.3% of his pass attempts, which ranks 12th in the league. And it's our highest percentage, like I said, since 2014. The Giants are starting to improve this defense, and more importantly, the pass rush. Now, is it all the pass rush, or maybe it's because the secondary is playing better? No matter what, we're getting more sacks, we're getting more pressure on the quarterback, and it's creating more turnovers. And if the Giants can continue to do this with their young guys that they've brought in, whether it be Zimenez, Carter, obviously Markus Golden, you're going to see this team win more games than you thought at the beginning of the year, because I don't think the offense is that big of a problem. The defense was the question mark, and we're starting to get answers. The question is, can they keep it up over the last 12 games? No matter what, it's encouraging that these young players are starting to mature, and next year it should only get better with the cap space and more picks coming in. Like I said in one of my prior videos, we have all these comp picks now, right? With Gettleman, I think we got 4 comp picks. So with those comp picks, with our picks that we're going to have, the Giants defense next year should be above average. To go with an above average offense. This is a team on the uprise. Be proud, Giants fans. We're starting to click. Let's see if we can keep it going over the last 12 games. As always, If you liked what you watched, please subscribe. Drop a comment. Maybe give me a little thumbs up. Cheers.